us teach classes here at Centralia College that are continuations of classes that students have taken before. And almost all of us teach classes that use knowledge and information that students previously gained. Whether it's due to a break like summer break, or years between high school and college, or perhaps just challenges like a pandemic that impacted a student's previous school year, there are a lot of reasons why students might come to us with a loosened grasp of that prior information. Let's look at how to address that in this video.
Let's look at some ways that we can address the issues that come up when students come to our classes with gaps in their knowledge or things they may have forgotten, including also skills that they need to be successful. One of the first things you want to do at the beginning of your class is just assess your students to see where they stand in terms of their skills and knowledge that they bring to your class. This should be a formative assessment and shouldn't have any grades involved. It can be short and quick. It doesn't even have to be a test or a quiz. It could be as simple as asking your students some questions or giving them an activity to do that would allow you to see where they're coming from. A great way to approach this is to treat it as an opportunity for your students to show off what they know, rather than approaching it as if you are looking for areas of deficit where you can give them additional information. The next thing you need to do is continuously assess their needs. So don't just do that at the beginning of the quarter, do it throughout and see where there are areas where they might just need a little bit of extra information before they get started on a particular assignment or a quiz or activity. Rather than viewing this as a situation where when a student comes to your class and you think they may have forgotten many of the things that they learned in a prerequisite, or perhaps you think they didn't learn them to begin with, and you give them a whole stack of remedial assignments, or perhaps you have a unit that you do at the beginning of the quarter that's just remedial. Instead of doing that, just as the need for a particular skill or some knowledge comes up, give a short assignment then, or give some activities then to help the students acquire what they need to know for the next thing in your class. This is more of a learning acceleration approach rather than a remediation approach. It's more positive and actually has been shown to have better results. Whenever you can, try to provide your students with flexible resources and get your students connected with services on campus and off campus as early as you can. Of course, on campus we have an excellent tutoring center, and I would recommend that you even take your class over to the tutoring center after, of course, letting the tutoring center know you're coming, so that they can see the tutors and see the friendly environment and learn what's available to them. But the tutoring center, of course, is not open 24/7, so there are some other things you might think about. Perhaps there are some apps available that are free or inexpensive that your students could use to practice or study. We also have e-tutoring available to all students at the college, and that's something they can do at their convenience and in their home or workplace or wherever they need to do it. E-tutoring is available to all Centralia College students. This will all allow them to work on their own and build up any skills they need to build. An often overlooked way to approach this is to create community in your classroom, both between students in the class and also community with you. Students are more likely to work together with a classmate to get some help and are more likely to help each other figure things out or build skills if they have a sense of community. And they're more likely to come to you for help if they feel comfortable with you. As we discussed in previous videos, personalizing your class can really help with this. You want to make sure that from the beginning of your class, your students are given opportunities to communicate with one another, get to know each other, and share a little bit about themselves. There are a few other ways you can help your students too. One thing you can do is try to implement some strategies to encourage your students to come to your office hours. Remember that many of our students aren't even aware that office hours are there primarily for us to help them. Some faculty have found that changing the name of their office hours to student hours helps with this. Or just talking to your class about the value of office hours and the purpose of office hours. You can also pair students with other students, either who have similar areas where they need some extra help, or students who are doing well in the class. Both of those types of pairings have different benefits. Finally, things you can give your students that help them include making bookmarks that include short little pieces of information that they can refer back to, providing them with cheat sheets, of course not to actually cheat, but to give them quick reference guides, or lists that break things into steps to help them break down ideas and concepts and tasks into more digestible and usable formats. I hope you've enjoyed this short video, and I hope you find yourself putting some of this information to good use.